Is amazing. Alright, that's the number one. Today we're looking at Locks by Jazz on Instagram. We're going to be looking at 5 dreadlock transformations and then ranking them. Starting with the first one we just seen. I gotta say that this is probably the best transformation I've ever seen with how matted, and it didn't even look like dreadlocks, it just looked all matted together. And to see how these turned out, and she did a lock style afterward, and man, it just turned out amazing. So right now that's my number one. Let's move on to number two. Here we go. We got a little bit of new growth at the roots, and my gosh, like look how clean it looks already. This is what I want my hair to look like, you know, maybe like a year or two from now, which I feel like I'll have this much length. And man, it just looks overall really good. This is a 3-strand twist. 3-strand twist is just different than a 2-strand twist. I still gotta say that that first transformation beats this one. So number one is still my number one. You guys let me know. I'm gonna do 5 today. You comment down below which one is your number one. Hey, this is a tough one too. Okay. Man, these are extra long too. I still feel like that it doesn't hit as hard as that first one just because of how much work had to go into it. But I also want to keep in mind of which one looks the best afterward, which these do look a little bit better because obviously there's a little bit more length. But let's keep looking. I still feel like number one might be my number one. I might change it. So this is number 3. And if number 3 is your favorite, comment that down below. Oh snap, here we go. I think this might be the one. Is that scissors? Oh, you gotta use scissors. Why were we using scissors? Jeez, look at that. These are thick locks too. Washing it with hot water, putting in, I don't even know what that is. It looks like something edible, but I'm sure it's going to be cleaning out the hair or doing some sort of moisturizing to give it some shine or something. It's gonna look pretty interesting. So it's a wash. That was to wash the hair. Okay. Man, you can hardly even see that there's any locks in here, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this turns. Bro, look. Alright, first off, they're thick locks. And it's still solid. I wonder if they're going to get a clean fade in here. Are we doing a fade? Nope, no fade. But one thing I just noticed right now is they actually cleaned the locks through picking it out and like cleaning out all the buildup. This is only a month after his last retwist. That's crazy. And this is why I encourage everyone, like, don't focus so much on your locks and just like get a retwist frequently as much as needed. But you guys, that's number 4 already, and I think I'm still sticking with number 1 just because of how intense that was. Let's look at this one. I'm not sure if this is transformation or just cleanup. See, cleaning up the scalp is extremely important. And this is all it takes to get it all off the scalp and get it into the lock in order for it to be washed out. Which this is actually from the transformation we just watched. That isn't a full transformation. Let's see if we can find another solid one that can be in the running for today. This, I can already see how it's going, and yeah, it's still really solid. But I want to see something that's going to like blow our minds today. I still feel like that's solid though. I want to see if there's anything that can be replaced. Alright, here we go. We got a transformation on our hands. Oh, this looks solid. I like the way the locks look. I like the length as well. Guys, I don't know. This might have jumped to the top. I would probably put this at number 2. No, I gotta say this is number 1. I think just the locks overall just look solid. And that's what I was going for. I was gonna do the transformation, which one looked the best, but which one actually was the biggest transformation, which this one really wasn't the biggest transformation. But I just like the way the hair looks. So, alright, I'm jumping to number 1 with this one. I think it looks really good. And she does an excellent job with retwisting and doing hairstyles. And I gotta say, she gets the Great Lock stamp of approval. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Who was the best transformation down below? Now, this transformation, I feel, still needs a lot of love because of how much work went into it. And it's just really cool. This actually was posted an hour ago, so this was recent. And that's just some good work right there. And I said that last one was probably number 1, but I gotta say, this is still number 1 for me, just because of the transformation and how the look